All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I actually don't have to make the thumbnails. I'm trying to make better thumbnails by taking separate pictures. Um, yeah. By the way, like, if anyone of you like kind of have like, join the Discord, talk to me, and like, the community in general, and I need a lot of your opinions. Okay, so I mean, I'm sorry, it's almost 10 p.m. My brain is cooked. I need your opinion a lot, okay? Why? Because, well, you know, we all here are not normal people, all right? A normal guy probably would have been watching Mr. Beast video instead of watching a random guy on a YouTube on how to he is willing to become a millionaire, who is watching a Yale's financial theory course before going to sleep. And guys, like, your ideas are very important to me, and especially regarding if you're watching my content, and you are the 1%, right? So you are into content creation, you are into this kind of things. And why? Because I am struggling with those. I don't know, like, these videos I'm making, I kind of want them to get a lot of views, but at the same time I kind of want to make them for myself. So I'm kind of in this weird state. Should I just keep making these videos as I am making them, or should I pivot and change something? And Yeah, as someone who's watching them, and as someone who have been watching them, if you could join and just vote, kind of say, let me know, like, hey, keep doing, or hey, like, change this, it would have been great. um I don't know, like, there are a couple of ways I think we can resolve the current problem of me like not getting enough views and eyeballs. I guess we can either promote the series of videos I'm making right here on YouTube, using shorts, reels, and TikToks. So making short form content to promote the long form content. So kind of the marketing is gonna be outside of YouTube to gain to YouTube, which is gonna be weird, which I don't really love because I have to now make shorts as well. Making these videos is already like good and hard enough. If you can see, probably can't see the clock, but it's almost 10 p.m. and I was watching this course, and it's an hour long video, and not the entire course, all right? The entire course, okay? I got a folder right here. The entire course is this many videos. It's where's my mouse? This all of this. This is the entire course. It's like 26 lessons. Each of them is like an hour long, and I have to watch a lesson every day. This is just a rule. And guess what? I used to think I'm not good enough. You know what I mean? I used to think that I'm stupid and astaghfirullah, all kinds of things. Because it's a financial theory course by Yale, wow, 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 I don't even know math. No, alhamdulillah, there is some people in the class who ask questions as like I was, like predicting and thinking. Obviously, they're probably like a little bit more better than me compared at certain things, but don't be discouraged. Don't like kind of look down at yourself. You know what I mean? Try, go. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Yale's course. I'm on a lesson number 7, I guess. And yeah, by the way, the business, I'm out of the story. We did great work. If you remember, yesterday we had a problem with our agency's website, and guess what? Alhamdulillah. Shit. I mean, I wanted to not work on this website, never get back to this thing, because we were kind of, we have like 10 days before we have a deadline to one of our clients in our agency. And in the last video I was kind of pissed off by this thing, and right after I resolved that problem with Kiwi, which was very tempting, all right? So like I opened my MacBook, and my code editor was opened on that same project. So I didn't close that thing, and it was very tempting to resolve that some problems and just try again once more to push it to the production. and we did it. Now all I gotta left, the only temptation I gotta left, and the good thing is that yeah, we resolved the errors, we resolved the mistakes which we had. It was my mistake and my fault actually, not the problem was technologies. um, and alhamdulillah it's working now. Everything is pushed, everything is in a production. If you go to my agency's website, you're gonna see a wait list. You can subscribe so that you're gonna get notified when the website is gonna go live. I don't know why you might need this thing, but it's better than just you know making the people go away. I think I can also, or I should also, put a link to my agency's YouTube channel, to my agency's Instagram, and to my agency's Facebook on that same website. um yeah, I think I should do that. And I should also try to make a better website this time. Okay, so I just sit down after I'm gonna complete, and we have a one client right now. After I'm gonna fulfill that client, and by the way, about that client, before I'm gonna forget, we worked a good amount of hours. Today was the first ever day when I got bored. When I got bored, I'm doing dopamine detox challenge right here, and I'm not using social media, I'm not watching movies, I'm not doing all this stuff. Like, even if it's regarding self-improvement, and even if it's beneficial to me, I'm not doing all this stuff anymore. Like, I'm not watching movies about business. I'm not just I try to avoid watching YouTube videos. Sometimes I just need, like, for example, I don't know how to connect Stripe to my website, but I have to watch some kind of tutorial on how to do that. And sometimes I try to download videos from YouTube, like an example of this video. That's, it's not YouTube, it's my MacBook's player. But the quality is very low. It's like 360 pixels. In the case of this course, I could bear it, but in the case of tutorials, coding tutorials, it's, you can't see the code being written down on your screen. So and the bad thing is that when you go on YouTube trying to do something great, it gets tempting. And that's not a good thing. But we're doing great so far, so good. Alhamdulillah. We're not watching any entertainment, we're not doing any things. And by the way, regarding that project, client's project, I said I got bored because it was one of the first days when I have, I resolved all the things, right? Okay, so my agency's website, I resolved the problem with it. I woke up relatively earlier, all right, not at 9 p.m., but at 7, I guess. Not even 7, it's earlier than 7 a little bit. And so starting from the beginning of my day, I kind of did it good enough. Like, I trained, read the book, the book's right there. I trained, read the book, then resolved the issue with my agency's website, and I had nothing, no fun things left in my day. All I had left is to work on my agency and client fulfillment. And I worked for such a long period of time, such a long hours on one thing without getting distracted. Like, I couldn't go to YouTube if I get bored. If I couldn't go to Instagram if I get bored. I just had to keep doing this thing. I just had to keep coding. And I started doing all kinds of stupid things, whatever. Yeah, oh my God, I started just talking to myself, trying to entertain myself or whatever. And but I'm proud, it's been a while since I didn't have this weird feeling, alhamdulillah. And if yeah, from one perspective, that's a sign that we did a really good job. Okay, so I think from almost 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., 6 or 7 p.m., I guess, we have been just doing this one thing. Okay, so just this one thing without getting distracted to any other projects. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, there were some, as I said, I was getting distracted. Okay, I got bored by probably 4 p.m., all right? there is a lot of coding in coding. There's a lot of problems which are gonna pop up on your way, and you have to resolve. And if you do it for long enough, you are gonna get bored in one day, without getting distracted to other things. You know, like no nothing. You know, no entertainment, no YouTube, no nothing, right? But this is good, alhamdulillah. I mean, in the end, I'm happy, but in the process, I don't think I was. And here we are. There we go. Like tomorrow, I clearly know what am I gonna do, because I worked this focus today. I'm gonna wake up earlier, go to sleep earlier, inshallah, and gonna wake up earlier. Gonna do the same thing. Gonna read the books. Gonna train. Gonna do my breakfast, and then I'm gonna start working on the agency's website. I'm sorry, agency's client fulfillment right away, because we don't have the previous problems anymore. So it's gonna be even more focused day tomorrow, inshallah. And this is all looking good.